So Lucas, I don't know too much about Ganon, so you have to guide my hips on this one. Is that okay?
Don't worry, Karl, I'll be gentle with you.
Thank you. Ganon wouldn't be gentle, but that's a different story. So Lucas, as you often do, would you like to introduce the lovely audience at home to the topic of today's conversation?
Yeah, we are talking about like the Prince of Darkness known as Ganondorf.
Yes, we are, and we're referring specifically to the Villains Wiki, a link to which you will find below. And we'll start in the usual Fact Fiend way at the beginning. And we'll start with Ganondorf's name, which I didn't actually know he had a second name. That is Ganondorf Dragmire. Man, that's a cool, already strong fucking start. So I should clarify, I know nothing about Ganondorf. I've not played any Legend of Zelda game except Breath of the Wild, which I'm currently playing through with Lucas on your channel right now.
That is correct, yeah.
You can find links to that below, and I'm not very good at this. With the saline exception of what I've learned about Ganon in that game, all I know about Ganon is based on what I've seen him do in the Smash Bros games. And from that, I think Ganon's pretty fucking cool. Because the only thing I really know about Ganon, other than that you must defeat him from Breath of the Wild, the only other thing I know about him is that he's down air, introduces whoever's directly below him to those size 19 Jordans. Just boom! He just hits like a fucking truck, and hopefully we'll find out why that's the case. So, aliases, Ganondorf, Ganon, Ganon spelt differently, Demise, Emperor Ganondorf, the Prince of Thieves, the Great King of Evil, the Prince of Evil, the Evil King. Are these from different games? Because it goes, the Great King of Evil and the Evil King, which just feels like the same title with the words mixed up.
Yeah, so this will be like different titles from different games.
Is it like similar to Link, where I keep calling him the hero of time, and he's not called that in Breath of the Wild, but that's just the name I've heard for him in another game, I suppose, that I've learned by osmosis.
Yeah, so like Ocarina of Time Link is the hero of time, but Breath of the Wild Link is the hero of the wild.
So in some games he's the Great King of Evil, and in other games he's simply the Evil King. In other games he's not a king but a prince, but he's also evil. I'm starting to notice that there is a theme with Ganon, and it's that he's always evil. So in the same vein, his next few titles are the King of Light and Shadow, followed by the King of Darkness. So he either got demoted, or was promoted from just King of Darkness to King of, well, you're pretty good at leading the darkness, aren't you, put you in charge of a light as well, followed by the Dark Lord. What? It's the same thing again. Okay, and then we have the Man with Evil Eyes. They are pretty evil.
They are.
You look into those eyes and you just see him like charging up and up smash. It's fucking terrifying. Then we have Yuga Ganon, Phantom Ganon, Puppet Ganon, and then Calamity Ganon. All of which have their own wiki entry on this particular wiki. Anyway, so we have Origin, The Legend of Zelda, Occupation, Gerudo King, Yiga Clan Leader, Wizard Sorcerer, and then Subspace Army Second in Command. I'm guessing that's from Smash.
Oh yeah, that was from the Smash Brothers Brawl story.
So he's the lieutenant. Oh, that's great. I love that. I love that his occupation, they all say formally. So he used to be a Gerudo King, but not anymore. What is he now? Oh, he's the King of Darkness. Okay, he got fired from that though. What is he now? He's the King of Light and Shadow. Okay, isn't that the same thing? It's really not. Oh, God, I heard he got fired though. Yeah, he became the Evil King, but now he's the King of Evil. Isn't that the same position? It's really not the same position, trust us. Anyway, powers and skills. Superhuman or inhuman strength, speed, agility, durability, stamina, and endurance. How accurate would you rate that statement, Lucas? Based on your experience fighting him in the multiple games he's appeared in?
Well, he's never depicted as someone who's like particularly like fast.
Mate, have you seen how quick he gets across that stage?
Yeah, that's true.
When just Ganon's little dad jog. Like Ganon's sprint is one of my favourite animations. It's your Daddy Morrison's looking for a shopping trolley, innit?
Yeah.
But then when he jumps, like he puts some fucking weight behind that down air. It's great.
Oh, he does.
But then again, he can do the full Pele kick. His up air is a full backflip.
His up air is a full backflip, and like his other aerials are like him twirling around in the air, doing multiple like windmill kicks.
So he's pretty agile. Maybe he doesn't use it. He relies on his strength more than he does his agility. And it says here his other powers and skills include combat and fighting skills and prowess. He's pretty good at fighting, I'm gonna guess. But he does lose to a kid in one of the games, doesn't he?
He loses to like a kid/teenager in every single game.
Oh, right, so Link always beats him and Link's always a teenager. Man, that must suck. The King of Evil fell by a child with a stick. It looks even worse in speed runs, where it's just, oh, Link, go defeat Ganon. Like the Breath of the Wild one that I've seen, where it's Link, go defeat Ganon, and he launches himself across the map completely naked, runs into his castle that's been under his control for 100 years, effortlessly defeats his 4 thralls, which control one of the base elements of the universe, and then runs in and just stabs him from the back of a horse that appears from nowhere. It says here that he's got powerful magic and sorcery abilities. I don't really see much magic. Does it? I thought he'd beat everything to death with his bare hands, like his giant, big, fucking beefy man fists.
Have you seen him do the Warlock punch, Karl, with his like purple sex energy around him?
I thought that's just something he exuded, just 'cause he's so good. Do you like Falcon's fire?
No, he's
That's not real fire.
actually a sorcerer.
That's just like, Falcon's just aura escaping. Like that's because you know as well if a Falcon Punch was a chargeable move, the game would crash every time. Anyway, it also says here that he's highly intelligent and has intricate knowledge of strategies and tactics and can control monsters. So, is that also accurate? You can control monsters?
That is accurate, and in fact, like, you see, for example, in Breath of the Wild, every single Divine Beast and Guardian is being powered by Ganon, while also he's in the middle of a 100-year struggle with Zelda.
Man, Ganon's so fucking cool. Is there a game where he wins?
I mean, technically, I would say yes, because, like, for example, in Ocarina of Time, he does temporarily win, and his plan all comes to fruition, and he, like, basically lets Link go about what he's doing because it's actually helping him.
Oh, okay.
And it's like, he's actually been using Link all along to get to like the sacred realm and take over. But then Link comes back 7 years later and kicks his ass.
Oh, okay. So he tries his best. Is there ever a game where you play as him? I'm curious about that, because I know you can play as him, Hyrule Warriors?
I believe that's the only time you get to really play as Ganon, yeah.
You can just take out an entire army in one punch.
It's amazing.
It's like controlling Sauron in a Lord of the Rings game. I do that Sauron moment in Lord of the Rings where it's just one swing of his mace and an entire platoon of soldiers goes away. That's Ganon. Like, that's what it's like. So, boom! They're all gone. So, wow, yeah, I can see why.
You end up getting given like 2 giant swords like the size of Ganon, and half of his moves are just him creating giant like magical fists of doom anyway.
Oh, just using his Bayonetta. Just using Ganon time.
Yeah.
Just Ganondorf with Bayonetta's witch time powers. That'd be terrifying. Like, he's down there, it'd be fucking immense. Just 2 giant high heel boots fly out the bottom of his feet. And we have a subheading here, which is with the Triforce of Power. It says here that so his powers are increased to include nigh omnipotence, nigh immortality, shape shifting, levitation, telekinesis, possession, pyrokinesis, control over fire, teleportation, umbrakinesis, control over darkness and night, telepathy, presumably, power bestowal, cryokinesis, and mental projection. So he's pretty tough with the Triforce of Power. And then we have hobbies, which include fighting, no shit, and for some reason, and Lucas, I need you to confirm whether or not this is true, playing the pipe organ.
Oh yeah, you can, yeah.
Wait, so what? You're telling me that Ganon, when he's not destroying the world, plays a fucking pipe organ?
The best part is, in Ocarina of Time, when you, like, go to fight Ganondorf, he is triumphantly just sitting at the organ, playing his own theme song.
That's amazing! His own theme song! Yeah. He plays his own battle music! He's getting hype! I love it! That's so good. They need to do somewhere like Ganondorf pulls out a boombox and starts playing his own final battle. That's fucking awesome. So goals: conquer Hyrule. I would have gathered that by obtaining the Triforce. Kill Link and Zelda in his subtitles. Restore Hyrule for himself using the Triforce. Conquer Hyrule Castle and get rid of the light in Hyrule to create darkness. And they're his goals from different games. And as I'm going to assume that he never accomplishes any of those goals, at least not permanently.
Yeah, not permanently. Again, like, he almost wins in Breath of the Wild, but then, again, Link takes a long nap and comes back.
Comes back stronger, and in some cases comes back in his underwear and wins. So crimes are sorted, but they include murder and manslaughter, treason, conspiracy, kidnapping, slavery, false imprisonment, forceful confinement, which are apparently different things, abuse, assault, and torture. So he's not a nice guy, and then he's the type of villain that he is a demonic tyrant. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, Ganondorf. Demonic
I think
tyrant.
it's fair to say that this man is not a nice guy.
He's not, but
the King of Darkness.
But he's evil and he loves it.
Yeah.
And we have some quotes from Ganon here, and they all read like the sleeve insert for a power metal album. So we'll start with this one. Both of you, faithless fools, who would dare take up arms against the King of Light and Shadow, so you choose, and so you shall feel my wrath. It's like, God damn it, Ganon.
Oh, God.
Fucking hell. And we have a quote from Zelda about Ganon. Ganon, this beast, was once the Gerudo, once human. Wait, what? How can he be a Gerudo and also human? Or a Gerudo just really tall humans with orange skin?
So, Gerudos are still humans, but they're not like Hylians. That's the distinction.
Oh, okay. So he was called Ganondorf, King of Darkness, Ancient Demon Reborn. Fucking hell, Zelda. Make it sound like we're going to win, right? But yeah, well, I get it, he's tough, but you're supposed to be like in charge, and you're supposed to be rallying us to fight. When you start, you might as well start with, we're going to lose, ski up. He's going to win.
Just Ganon's cheerleader.
So Ganondorf Dragmire, more simply known by his first name Ganondorf, or simply Ganon, in beast form, is the main antagonist of the Legend of Zelda series. He was primarily the ruler of the Gerudo, reincarnation, successor of Demise, holder of the Triforce of Power, and arch enemy of Link and Princess Zelda. In all timelines, he was the Gerudo leader known as the Prince of Thieves before eventually coming into possession of the Triforce of Power, one of the three pieces of the Triforce able to grant the user's wishes. Man, it grants wishes. Is Zelda Dragon Ball, Lucas?
It might as well.
Have you been high? Like, if you'd have told me that Zelda is Dragon Ball, I'd have been playing it a long time ago. Is Zelda Dragon Ball?
I mean, you have to like, get three pieces of the Triforce all together,
and you get a
grant
wish.
you a wish.
And there are dragons in the game, correct?
There are, yeah.
And there's magic powers, and people can fire beams.
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me that Dragon Ball and Zelda are saying, oh, fucking hell, this guy. We have words after this. So let's just go to the section titled Zelda CDI.
Oh, no.
No, which is Luke's favourite. It's alright, Luke, he just says, in the Zelda CDI games, Ganon serves as the main antagonist. So we don't have to talk about the CDI games, but one day we will talk about them. And it says here powers and abilities. I don't really think we need to know much more about him. He's pretty fucking tough. But it says, even without the Triforce, Ganondorf possesses enough skills to fight both Link and Zelda at the same time, using his twin blades or a larger single one. He also possessed magic, superhuman strength, and control over monsters. Just before gaining the full Triforce, he fought and killed all he did not trust at the same time and single-handedly defeated them all. I'll be honest, that's a cutscene I kind of want to see.
Yeah.
Before I grant myself unfathomable near infinite power, anyone who wants a piece step up and just beats them all one-on-one. Okay, now I'm going to become more powerful. You better fucking watch out. That's a confidence move right there.
Yeah, that is.
Anyone who wants a piece, step up now before I become unkillable. I'll beat you all down one by one. And then we have, with the Triforce of Power, he becomes godlike, invincible, all but the most powerful sacred weapons. The only things that can destroy his body being the Master Sword and silver arrows. Is that a spoiler? Is that a spoiler of how I'm going to beat him in Breath of the Wild?
Not particularly. It's
okay.
Very, similar in every single game.
So, but I've not played any of those games yet. So, Ganondorf is immortal and possesses the ability to fly, teleport. If you could teleport, do you really need to fly? Possess others, empower other beings, create powerful monsters, and also possesses superhuman traits, which enhance reflexes, unlimited strength. It says here, all the powers utilised by Zant are through Ganondorf's power, meaning that Ganon also possesses the ability to rapid fire small blasts, grow to a giant size, shrink to a miniature state, breathe underwater, and create constructs. I don't even think Ganondorf needs to breathe underwater. I reckon he could just fight it.
Yeah, he probably could.
Ganondorf could probably just fight the water into submission. So even when in danger, Ganondorf could tap into his true demonic powers, adding it to the power he already has with the Triforce. That's just ridiculous. That's like combining Kaioken with Super Saiyan Blue. It's like, pick one and you can't combine both. That's not fair. So while possessing Zelda, he utilised the Triforce of Wisdom to create massive energy triangles. I love how they clarify it's energy triangles. Is there some specific reason it's got to be an energy triangle?
Because the Triforce is made of 3 triangles.
Oh, so is he just doing it to flex? He's just doing it to make his own logo? I would combine all those powers and create constructs that look like my own face. Like, do you know Andros?
Oh, yeah.
I'd have that constantly over Hyrule. Just firing just random beams at settlements, so people just always knew.
Well, it's like in Breath of the Wild when they just pan over to the castle and there's just
Yeah.
a giant boar circling the castle at all
And
times.
Ganon is always there. So we can end on crossover appearances, and it says there's a special section on the Super Smash Bros. Series, which I am familiar with, so hopefully I can talk more about this. We have Super Smash Bros. Melee. In Super Smash Bros. Melee, Ganondorf appears as a playable character unlocked through successfully completing Event Mode 29, which is called Triforce Gathering. Alternatively, playing 600 versus mode matches. Fair enough. I'm guessing a lot of people got that by default because holy shit, Smash is fun. His design is based on his appearance in the Space World 2000 demo with a moveset almost identical to that of Captain Falcon. And I love that. That's so good. Right, and have you ever seen that mod someone made where they said, oh, we've given Captain Falcon's movement speed to Ganondorf?
Oh,
And he's just unstoppable.
I'm not
He
surprised.
can't, no one beats him. So it says, he lacks Captain Falcon's speed but makes up for it by dealing a great amount of damage. He also utilises dark magic in place of fire. It says here, in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, Ganondorf returns with an upgraded design based on his appearance in Twilight Princess. And a handful of his moveset has also been changed to make it less identical to Captain Falcon. In this game's adventure mode, he's been resurrected by Master Hand, though only with his Warlock powers and no Triforce of Power. So that's how they say why he doesn't just beat everybody all the time.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
So we have Smash Bros. For the Nintendo Wii and 3DS. Ganondorf returns once again as a playable character. He retains his physical appearance based on Twilight Princess, which includes the holes in his chest as well as maintaining his moveset from Brawl. And then we have Ganondorf in Smash Bros. Ultimate. Ganondorf returns once again in Smash Bros. Ultimate as an unlockable character. His physical appearance is this time based on his Ocarina of Time look. So he also transforms the Ocarina of Time version of Ganon as his final smash. Ganondorf now utilises his swords based on the melee artwork as part of his smash attacks. And then we can end on Hyrule Warriors because I just saw the picture of him in it and he looks like Thanos.
Yeah, he's
Like, he looks like a Final Fantasy optional super boss. Because he's got like red glowing lion's mane and he's wearing 2 giant fucking golden gauntlets.
Yeah.
And it says here, long ago, Ganondorf attempted to take over Hyrule, but past Link fought and defeated him. Link broke Ganondorf's spirit into 4 pieces and into the depths of space and time. And the 4th at the entrance to a temple containing a Master Sword. Eventually, Triforce Guardian... I'm guessing this is the story of Hyrule Warriors.
It sounds like it, yeah.
So I was hoping it'd tell us what he could do in that game, but it's just the story, which makes no sense to me. It just says like Ganondorf got imprisoned and then got brought back. I want to know what his moves do. That's no fun.
Yeah. God damn it. God damn it, Wiki letting us down. Like, all I'll tell you, Karl, is he just, like, tears armies apart with his fucking hands, even though he's got giant swords.
As he should.